Now, I know what you're thinking. Johnny, your last name may be Legg, but there ain't no way Jose you've been walking this whole time. And you're right, you got me. I cheated a bit. Remember that thing you saw me jump in a while ago? Well, that's a very special thing, a unique form of transportation called a jeepney.
The story begins at the close of World War II when soldiers dumped their military jeeps as they left the Pacific Theater. They were rugged and plentiful, so the locals figured, why not put them to use? First, they stretched them out just a little bit to accommodate more passengers. And then they said, hell with it, let's stretch it out a lot. And finally, they got pimped.
Even the Pope got a ride in a sarao. Gangsta.
In the Philippines, it's basic transportation, but if I had one of these in LA cruising down Venice Beach, I'd be the king of the city. Jump on in, guys. Take a seat. Back's open.
Back in the 1950s, a guy named Leonardo Sarao started this little garage, which blew up into the primo jeepney factory in the country. Their vehicles dominated the roadways of Manila. It's a real treat getting to walk around the factory. Old engine blocks splayed out on the floor, workers wielding metal, old jalopies gathering dust while new ones roll off assembly lines. But although they might be flashy and flossin', the jeepney is all about utility. Like Los Angeles, Manila is a sprawling metropolis with a poor public transportation infrastructure. It also has busted up roads that snake every which way and flood a lot. In fact, when I arrived, it was flooding like crazy. When the typhoons hit, they put a beating on the streets. Here's where the jeepney fills in. They're tough, durable, big enough to fit a decent passenger load, but small enough to get through some narrow lanes, and cheap enough that your average Filipino can afford the ride.
What I like about the jeepney is it's a social experience. It's affordable and it's social, as opposed to a taxi where you're sort of isolated from the world outside of you. You take your fare and you pass it down the line and the change comes back to you.